Okay, so got the interpretation finally. Okay. So remember when I told you I had that dream, right? Right? Of an ex, okay? Uh stopping by my house, right? And remember the end of this part of the dream I told y'all when I said they went to stab me, right? With a pen, okay? Special significance to a pen, okay? And I had stabbed them right back. Okay, this happened in a dream, right? I didn't make the dream. Hey, this is a dream I had. Okay, so what happened was, okay, is a group of these people got together and did some death magic, death ritual, right? And I had something had come towards me, okay, and I sent it back, right? This was like not the day after, but the day after that, right? So the day, basically the day after tomorrow, like that, right? So the day I had the dream, so 2 days after that, right? I had felt something, or God, I had got a warning ahead of time that something was trying to be sent, right? And I waved it off, right? And so what they were trying to do is the significance of me or them trying to stab me with a pen, right? Right? This pen they tried to stab me with, this was the pen that they were using to write out these rituals or whatever, right? And the significance of the stabbing was a death ritual, okay? And the significance of me doing the stabbing back was sending whatever was sent to me back, okay? So whatever they were trying to do, they were trying to stop me from getting up here, talking to you all, right? Communing with my brothers and sisters, helping each other like we do, right? Uh, and for one, that'll never, nothing 2, 3, 4 on my timer, nothing will ever stop me from getting up here. I don't care if I'm being attacked 100-fold. I don't care. I'm getting up here. I'm getting up here. As long as I have breath in my body, I'm getting up here. Okay? And the harder the resistance, the harder I'm going to fight against it. Okay? The more I'm going to get up here, right? The more they want me to be quiet, the more I'm going to speak. Okay? The more they want me not to record, I'm going to be recording rapid fire. Okay? That's never going to stop. Okay? Because greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. Okay? Nothing, nothing is bigger than God. Nothing is bigger than God. So, yeah, it just clicked. I was like, oh, okay. Cause I was just sitting here. I was like, damn, I couldn't even figure out what that dream was for. Like, why? Like, what was it for? That's what it was for, right? And I told you guys, I'm not a dreamer, right? So I thought either that was the beginning of me becoming a dreamer, or that was me getting a warning, right? And that was a warning, okay? Then I told you guys, if I do get a dream, right, it's God warning me about something. Other than that, I don't dream, right? Or at least if I do, I don't remember them. But I'm not a dreamer. That's not my, one of my gifts, right? But God could use anything, right? I'm a seer. I see, I have foresight and many other gifts, right? But dreaming is just not my forte, right? So it took me so long to figure out what the interpretation was for it. But, looking at it now, it's kind of obvious, right? But at the time, anyway. Um, in your dreams, right? Those of you that do have dreams, okay? In your dreams, the things in your dreams might not be literal. Usually they're not literal, right? They're representing something else for my timer, right? So I don't even know an example I can give you guys because I'm not a dreamer, but it's usually not whatever you're seeing literally in your dream, it's usually it's usually descriptive for something else, right? Everything is a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a parable, okay? Just like you would decode a parable, right? And you need the Holy Spirit to do that, right? So just like a parable, the Holy Spirit would open up a parable to us, right? To show us a deeper meaning to it, right? Or deeper meanings to it, because you can read a parable over and over, right? And the Holy Spirit can give you like 50 different insights to that in parable, right? And the parable will be 3 lines, and Holy Spirit will just open it up to you like 50 different ways, and you'll be like, "Well, dang, I never." That's like looking at a picture that you looked at, or seeing a movie you've seen 100 times, but the 101 time you notice something that you've never seen in that movie before, right? Or that you never noticed in that movie before, right? You're like, I watched this movie like 150 times, but I never noticed that, right? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So symbols. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Dreams usually are not literal, they're symbolic to whatever is trying to be shown to you, right? So things can be used as a symbol. They are used as a symbol, not can. They are used as a symbol, right? Because just as well as the enemy can come and interrupt that as well, right? So just like parables are written, it's the same thing with dreams, right? And then you have to ask God the interpretation thereof, right? Unless you have, I mean, not unless, but some people have the gift of interpretation of dreams, right? Um, Amongst many things, right? But if you don't, more times than not, you're gonna have to ask God for the interpretation. I mean, you still have to ask God for the interpretation if you have the gift of interpreting, dreams. But those who do not definitely have, ask for the interpretation. But anyway, um, if you're having dreams or whatever, right? The things that are in your dreams are symbolic. Okay, so if you may need to, when you come out of your dream, you may need to look these things up, right? Look at what this or that may be symbolic for. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you guys the best example possible, but like I said, I'm not a dreamer, so I don't know, right? But I always seek God for that anyway. Seek God for everything. Okay. But yeah, I just had to come tell the interpretation to that because I finally it finally came through. But I'll holler at y'all. All right. All right. I'm going back to cleaning up here. All right. All right. Later. See you later. Peace.